Okay, we're going to talk about building drywall soffits with metal channel. We started out assembling these metal channels to the 2x4s on the ground or on a table, and you simply stand it up and put the screws in. Then we screwed it to the ceiling. First we put screws into each channel location. Screws long enough to get into the channel. Here's a channel screw. Then we came back and put in some drywall screws on either side of all of the 2x4s. And of course we had to make sure that we didn't put these 2x4s in a channel location. So we kind of had to mark the channel and then reposition them. So we couldn't go every 16 inches, we kind of had to offset it because the ceiling channels are a little bit irregular as well. So we put about the same number as 16 on center, but we just kind of moved them around. One thing I do is use a 2x2 on the ends so we can drill into the wall, and we used a level to make sure that this was plumb. Then we came by and put on the bottoms. The reason I leave the bottoms off is so it makes it easier to attach the top and you don't have this channel in the way of your screw gun. So just leave it off, especially if these are shorter. This was somewhat dictated height-wise by what we had on the other side of the room to hide the ductwork. So we had to go with this height. All right, now I'm going to put on a channel. I'll show you how these things get attached. So we put the channel in. Enough for 2 people. Yeah. And these down here. Yeah. Just work your way to the end. Then everybody says, well, do I need special screws? This is a regular 1 5/8" coarse thread drywall screw. You just need to persuade it. And when I say persuade it,
brute force.
just push it. Go right in. So now we're going to go, I'm going to put 2 screws per 2x4. One thing I want to point out down here is I use a 2x4 as a joiner. And I can see we're going to have to redo this. It didn't get tight here. But we use it as a joiner and just put some screws to hold it. Is it tight now?
Yep.
All right. We've now put up all the bottom channels, and we're getting ready to put up the wall support. I like to do that after the channels are on because we can mark exactly where the wall support needs to go. Simply take the level, put it in position, and mark the wall. And just go down every bit, every so often. Mark the wall. All right, we've got all our marks on the wall. Now we're going to start putting up some furring on the wall to hold the edge near the wall. You could use 2x2s, 2x3s, or in this case 2x4s. Just couldn't find any good 2x2s and 2x3s at the store that were straight. But there was some good 2x4s, so we went with the 2x4s. We put screws in about every foot, got them pre-started. I'm going to add some liquid nails construction adhesive to the board. It's just going to increase the adhesion to the wall, strength, make sure we don't have any rattles. Just put a generous amount. board. And we're gonna put it on the wall.
Yeah. Gonna test how sturdy this piece of board is that we're gonna attach the drywall to. So, I mean, I'm only 100 pounds, but we're gonna do it anyway. So you can hold me up. You can hold drywall up. Hello everybody, the progress continues. So we're in month 9 of this home theater build. It's taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but that's because building a theater is ridiculously expensive and it takes expertise. So let me show you where we are right now. This is the Soffit. This particular Soffit has been angled into the front, as you can see, to match the Soffit over here, behind which there is HVAC ducting. So it's literally matches. We're going to do, you built this for double layers of drywall since it's already in a triple layer shell. So here is the, I think it's called a plenum for the HVAC. So we have the supply running here to the back. This is where the return is actually going to be. So the return will be right here. And then these all go to the back of the room. And then they go through the back of the room into the HVAC room, which is actually right behind here. If I open this door, then you'll see this is where they come out. So we're going to connect those to this HVAC system right there. I don't know how we're going to connect it yet, but we're going to connect it. Alrighty, so that is the Soffit as it stands right now. Now, with the Soffit out of the way, we had to build a riser. The riser is complete, and this is it right here. I wanted something that was different, a different design, something that I literally never seen before. I'm actually shooting for that for this entire theater. I want it to be unique, something that nobody has seen before. So starting with the riser itself, it says a large curved step with 2 step lights in each step. This front is gently curved. It's difficult to tell, but it's very gently curved because my front row of seats, they're going to be curved as well. The curve is very gentle. Over here, the same sweeping curved step as well. So the way it will work is, this is all the drywall. I still have to throw that out. But all of this actually is going to be a lounge area, by the way. So you walk into the room, screen over here, riser over here, step over here, step onto the riser. You have I think it's about 13 inches. And then now you're on top of the riser. Now this is the back. The riser goes down in the back because we had to have 2 levels because you have to access this door. So it's a step down. Instead of just making a steep step down cut out here and keeping the rest of the riser high, there's a step down right here. So you step down, then you only have 1 step to get to the door. So you step down 1 more time, and then you're in the back. So this will be storage, all the HVAC stuff, things like that. So that's how we access this. So this riser itself, there are double layers of plywood under with green glue in between each layer. Framing this riser was a chore. It was mostly, actually, yeah, it's all wood. It's an all wood riser. And you see here, I'm a big fan of base shakers. So here's the wiring for base shakers for 3 seats. One of the wires has 4 conductors in there, so that can power 2 base shakers. So I use the Crozins. The Crozins to me have a better tactile feedback than butt kickers. And then that's that's for the right, the 3rd seat. That's a single thing, single wire. So then back here, same thing. Have the wires run. One of these trying to remember the count. Yeah, one of these has 4 conductors, and then these 2 have 2 conductors each. So that will power the 4 seats. So let me just give the look from the top of the riser. So from the top of the riser, let me zoom out a bit. From the top of the riser, at least from here, that's the view to the front of the theater. So there'll be a screen and then the speakers. This is actually a speaker mount that was built for the Triad Gold LCRs. Those are going to be my surrounds. And soon I'll put some treatments up on the side walls and then hopefully get a screen up there and a projector, maybe soon. Yeah, this is where the power is run, and then the video signal cabling is run for the projector up here. And yeah, so that is where we are right now. We have a prototype speaker mount built. The soffits are complete as far as framing goes. It's just a matter of drywalling them, double layers of green glue, and the riser is complete. So I'm very, very, very satisfied with this riser, and I'm proud to have something that I haven't seen before. All right, so that's all we have for now, but you will see me shortly because progress is speeding up now because I've got to get this theater done. All right, Brolic Beast is out.